This one is asking about a non-Muslim who asked about the fear to convert to Islam because of the capital punishment if they leave Islam afterward. I remember when I was thinking about coming to Islam, I was concerned about that myself. What if I come into Islam and then I decide I don't like it, I want to leave? What will they do? Will they cut my head off? That's kind of scary, you know. I'm in a religion then, I was in Christianity, which is always talking about preaching love, 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 you know. And it's all about love. There isn't anything except love. Just get in there and just love away, you know, have a good time. Now you're talking about cutting somebody's head off. Whoa! And they were telling about one, he was in Pakistan as a matter of fact, and he was in a village, small village, you know, and he was interested to enter Islam, and he said, well, what would be the first thing if I enter Islam, what would you do? What would be the first thing I need to do? And they said that the Mulana, you know, he pulled out a knife, and he said he would circumcise him. He said, whoa! He said, well, what if I leave? He said, he would cut his neck. He said, oh my gosh, they got you coming in and coming out, either one. Oh, this religion, no thank you. I would tell anybody who is thinking about Islam to be very, very careful to know what it is they're getting into before they make their shahada. Nobody's going to cut your head off. Not here in Malaysia, not in the United States anyway. It's not going to happen. Don't worry about that. But do consider this. Something much worse will happen to you. If you come into Islam and go out, then on the day of judgment, you will not have a thing. You won't have any hope at all. Every Christian and every Jew has some hope. You know that. They do. Because if they never heard the message from the Prophet ﷺ, there might be hope for them, because Allah says in the Quran clearly that from them, minhum, are those who have iman. وَأَكْتَرُهُمُ مِنَ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Most of them are disobedient. So if any of them are standing in the night crying and praying directly to Allah, not praying to Jesus or something like that, and they don't know about the message of Islam, they've got a strong hope. Because Prophet ﷺ said about another ayah, this one is in Surah Al-Imran, verse 85. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَا يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. In this ayah, Allah is saying that if anybody seeks after another way of life, meaning his religion and so on, other than Islam, which is what Allah has ordained to be the surrender to Him in peace, then Allah is not going to accept it, and in the hereafter they're going to be with the losers. About that, now this is a hadith, this is in Sahih Bukhari, and Rasulullah mentioned about that ayah. He said, if anybody from the Jews and Christians hear about me and the message with which I've been sent, and they don't accept Islam, then they will be in the fire of hell. So for sure, I'm telling you that anybody who's thinking about Islam should think about it seriously, consider it, understand what is the monotheism, the Tawheed, and if they come in, be prepared. It's going to get hard. It will not be easy. That's a promise also from Allah. When you enter Islam, Allah says, "Hasab an-nas an yutraku an ya'khulu amana." Do the human beings think they're going to be left alone because they said we believe? And they won't be put into a great yuftinun, a great big test or fitna from Allah, as He put the people before them in the same kind of tests to show who are the truthful and who are the liars. So it will be difficult. They need to know it. Get them ready. Tell them. You're going to have a lot of good things when you come to Islam. First thing, you're going to be forgiven of every sin you ever did. You're going to be like brand new, coming right out of your mother. Brand new, low mileage, zero speedometer, no scratches, no dents, everything fixed up, ready to go. Virgin and no sins. Keep your brain. No, you don't have to give up your brain. All your du'as accepted immediately, but you're going to be tested. And one of the tests that Muslims these days run into right away is other Muslims. That's a big test right away. But once they're sure, then they should get in as soon as they're sure and say the Shahada. We have one with us tonight who is here, and I asked him if he would stand up last night. Maybe some of you would like to meet him. Oscar? Please. He just accepted Islam. This is your brother in Islam. This is Oscar, and he's now going through the test that Allah has given him. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much. Gracias. And by the way, he's from Mexico. MashaAllah. This is your brother in Islam, and he took the name. What name did you take? Abdul Karim. MashaAllah. This is a very good name.